Welcome all my friends and family. We are in battle mode of Code Veronica. So, I'm only going to do 2 demos, and I'm going to run through the little benefits of everyone in this. So for starters, it doesn't specify it, but the bowgun Claire has gunpowder ammo. So that's Claire's arsenal. And then we got Chris's arsenal. And then we got Steve's arsenal. Keep in mind also those... Actually, does it? Yeah, the Lugers and the machine guns take up 2 slots. Now, I'm not going to play as Steve. Steven's going to be the guy to ignore. And the fact that he's 17 kind of shines through now that I think about it. Blood type... Oh, I thought it said all for a second. I was really confused. The Lugers are like a burst fire pistol. So it's like kind of like the auto mode, I guess. I think it was the way it worked. Oh, I can only compare it to Nightfire. But the idea is it's a burst fire pistol, so it's like... There you go. That's my gun impression. So first, what I want to do is I want to go through this. We're going to go as Chris. Chris is my guy. Now here's what makes it interesting. First person, third person. That's why I'm doing 2 tries. Now, as of this point, I have not beaten this yet. I've gotten to the very end, and then I died. So there will not be a guarantee of success. If I die, I die. I'm not spending my time retrying this. The point of this video is to demonstrate what this mode does. It mostly because more than likely, once you win, it's going to be like, oh, good job, and a thumbs up, and that'll be it. So it's not like you're going to more than likely benefit too much out of it. So don't get mad at me for dying. I don't care. This is to show off what the game has to offer and to make you interested in it. I'm selling you on this game. So we're going to do Chris on first person. So for starters, it's not even clear because, you know, it just throws you in like that. But welcome to first person mode. Now here's the thing that makes this kind of really, really stupid. Infinite ammo. Now, I'm not trying to be critical in the sense of, like, that's a bad choice. I'm fine with it. I don't care. But what it does is by giving me an infinite ammo magnum, you've completely ruined the point of me even wanting to use the shotgun, let alone the combat knife. That's my complaint. Same goes for all the other guns. Unlimited ammo Lugers, submachine guns, handgun, and bowgun power arrows. So with that in mind, you kind of only need 1 gun and you can just infinitely use it, which make the rest pointless. That's my complaint. Anyway, with the Magnum, we can just go ahead and 1 kill everything. What are you shooting at? Okay, I can't quite... Oh, it's a guy there. Okay. Well, balls to me then. I don't know what contribution the time limit does. Now, through my first attempt at this, it got up to about 10 minutes, so this could take a little bit. I have no idea how close I am to that thing, which is kind of worrying. Let's just point it like that, and that, and because it's a Magnum, wow, you really like that. It'll pretty much one-shot anything. Now, real quick, it's going to say, oh no, I'm Chris, I have to fight. This includes that guy right there laying on the floor. So that's not really apparent or obvious or anything of the sort, but that's the way it does. It does control the exact same way as it would in third person, so it's tank controls. It's literally the same thing, it's just, you know, first person. So it's kind of interesting that they went all experimental with this, and you get to see what the world looks like through their eyes. I like that, it's interesting, and I feel like this might have influenced some of the direction of maybe Resident Evil 4, because this came first, and it's like, well, let's toy with this. Now, as far as I'm aware, that didn't actually hurt me. I can't really tell because I can't see myself, but I'm on fine, so I'm fine. The pathway is always the same every single time. Let me take a look down the floor. It's just a crack. So, once I go through this again, I'm going to be going through it in third person, and it'll just be looking like the exact same shit we already did. Same sequence of rooms, same everything. Nothing really changes. Same enemy placement, even. Don't do that. The only thing sucks about first person is how possible it is to aim downwards. Still gotta hit A for the stairs. On top of this, it's just easy with Chris because you can one-shot everything. It's kind of a joke, but the very end bit isn't a joke, because I was sitting there for like 5 minutes, not really, and nothing was happening. Stop. And also, these items are always in the same place. You will see a few herbs here and there. That's about it. They're always going to be in the same location, so that green herb's always there. Again, it's unlike, I think it was Extreme Battle in Resident Evil 2, where things were randomized. This is consistent. Wait a minute, is that an herb over there? No, I don't think I ever got that last time. Alright, I see the other guy back there, but don't want to deal with him yet. As you can see, they all give you the opportunity for blue in case you ever get poisoned. I've not been poisoned, nor have I really noticed any sort of change. Oh. That's the reason why I haven't been checking other doors, is because it's like, it's locked, and it's pointless, and I kind of know what to do. I've only played through it as each character just to demo it out and get a feel for it. That's about it. As weird as it sounds, it's actually a little bit more comfortable in first person, because you can see the guys around the corners. It sounds like it wouldn't make sense, because it's like, oh, well, like, oh, Jesus. That's what happens when you get hurt. You know, like, you can't see what's behind you kind of thing, as where in the fixed third person you can. But with the way the camera angles are set up, especially with those hunters in the Antarctic area that I just was at, or that, I guess, I don't know. It's real easy, because you can't really see them hiding behind cover. As to where in this, all you do, you just tap R and Chris goes right towards the danger. I mean, he does that anyway, but... Okay, there's a guy here that's a body. Sounds like he's wandering. Oh, it's you. Well, I got him. Okay, I didn't get him. Who else? Is it that guy? Yeah, it was that guy, I guess. But I don't know, it feels comfortable in first person, as weird as it sounds. Despite the idea that you're so used to the game being in third. I mean, it's not like it's impossible in third, it's just the way the enemy placement is kind of complements first a little bit better, is what I'm trying to say. Or maybe it's just because I've only done it as Chris in first person, so he's just comfortably one-shotting everything. I mean, that could be it too. That's more than likely it, if you want me to be honest. Hi. See, because I'm just popping their heads. Which, there you go, you got to see the little Magnum demo and how great it is. Yo, Fade Spray. How's it going? I can't help but wonder how it was for them to, like, oh my god, deal with these rooms in a first-person perspective, like, how they designed it. That's kind of what fascinates me, is like, is this the same environment, I guess? There we go. I got him. Because, I mean, if they're just recreations, they're real damn good recreations. That's pretty much what I'm trying to say. I just don't like how it's... I don't know, I guess first person to the point where it feels awkward. I know that goes against everything I just said. What the hell? Why am I in here? Is it to get the herbs? Because I guess I've never done this part before. I'll take it, and then we'll go ahead and just triple stack this. No, we'll take one. And then we'll triple stack. Go ahead, take it. Because I guess I went through the other door last time and I forgot it, as for any other time I would die early. Because I'm terrible. Okay, now... There's no real reason I'm doing this other than just because I want to. So that it's pure green, which means that's going to heal a lot more. Obviously. Yeah, I guess maybe that's just an optional room. That's weird. Oh well, not complaining. Go. Oh, Jesus. Hunters are the hardest things to deal with, just because when they squat down like that. But it's not looking like there's anyone else in here, so I guess I'm safe. Unless that guy. who it looks like I got, which is good. Helps to have a Magnum. Now, oh yeah, I like this room in this perspective. I think it's far more interesting to see them actually walk through the fog. Have them slowly come closer to you. I think it's a lot more cool because in the third person perspective, you don't really get to see them approach you. It's just, boom, they're there. You know, that feels kind of like a trap. Maybe I'm crazy. Oh yeah, that one. I like that. That's fun. Okay, that should be it as far as this room. Think before you shoot. Okay. I'm not entirely paying the most attention, I'll own that. Just kind of, it's aimless. I mean, there's not a lot to say. It's just point, shoot, and I mean, at least with Chris it is. It's just, the appeal is seeing everything in the first-person perspective, but it looks like they're throwing on fog to deal with, I guess, hardware limitations. That's terrible to think. Man, poor Dreamcast. This right here is the end. I've not beat her because I'm shooting my infinite ammo Magnum, and then there's these guys who are attacking me, and then it's like, oh man, would you like to play the game? And I'm like, dude, I would love to play the game, but you're busy getting hit by fucking things, and it's just not at all fun. Like, especially when it's taking you out of your thing every few seconds, and I can't seem to play the game. So that's where I'm not sure, like, do I focus on the dudes on the floor? Do I, what? Yeah, that worked. See, like, I can't quite play the game. I've got a Magnum. Normally this would have been over by now. Please leave me alone. I can't. Poison. No, let's do it just to be safe. See what I mean? Like, this is bad. I can't do anything. I don't understand how you're supposed to win. Like, it's just stupid. There's really no other word for it. Give it, like, 2 more. Okay, maybe now? Maybe now. Okay. Thank you. It's just very, very bad. Would like to maybe play the game. That would be... Wow. Okay, I didn't get this far last time. Maybe I can win. I didn't anticipate on winning. Ow. So where's the gun? Am I supposed to actually fight her, like, without it? I guess I am. She kind of has to stop shooting fire at me. But maybe it's the point of them. Oh, I'm dead. It doesn't matter. I still lost, but I got further. So I guess after that, then you win. But I didn't win. And it didn't give me the option to retry. It just says you're a failure. Alright, so now let's give it a go as Claire then. If this takes too long... Oh, no, we're going to keep it in one video. Because I don't want to do 2 separate videos. It's the same thing. Literally the exact same thing. So now you might actually recognize the areas. And you get to see how cool bowgun ammo actually works on other guys. See what I mean as far as like the whole enemy placement thing? Oh, jeez. Like that? That's kind of what I mean. And you can't progress until you kill them all, as we've all seen. So yeah, it complements first person a lot better. Kind of hate to say it. But see, at least with that one, it kind of gives you this clue of like, that's not as close as you might think, and kind of don't really have a choice but to shoot it. You wanna... Alright, I think... Okay. I guess the explosions helped get rid of the guy on the floor. However, it does seem like the guys are a little bit stronger in this, which is kind of funny considering, like, you know, normally it would take 2 to get rid of these, as for this time it seems like it's taken 3 or more. So I'm not entirely... I mean, that's really what it feels like. You can look at the entire project. I've killed them all with 2 gunpowder shots. Hi. Can't quite see. There we go. But yeah, it definitely seems like they're harder, I guess. But I don't understand why they even bother giving you these knives, these handguns. I also feel like Steve's is the worst because, like, with his arsenal, you're only going to be wanting using the submachine guns, but even then, that's not going to be doing so much for you. Like, you might be able to stun lock a hunter, but other words, it's not doing you many favors. So I don't know. I don't know if there's other people you can unlock in it. I'm gonna imagine not. Maybe Wesker. I feel like if anyone, Wesker or I don't know, Jill. No, not Chris. Chris is kind of in the game. Jill. That was my first thought. It was this door. Oh yeah, that's right. There's that herb thing we should get. You wanna grab it? That a girl. And look, we've got all this room. All this room. If only you could just toss items like you can in Pokemon. Just throw it on the floor. Leave it behind, Claire. You don't need it. See, like, there's no way I would have... Oh. Ow. Very rude. I mean, I guess she did it. Let's at least grab the herb so we can use it. You're not poisoned, right? Good. Because we don't really have much room here. Although, maybe thinking about it, the reason I got further that time was because of those 2 herbs I got before. But I'm gonna say I'm not trying to go to win. If I can't do it with a Magnum, I doubt I can do it with a bowgun. I don't understand how this thing works at all. Hi. I almost blew myself up. Let's walk back. Now shoot it. You missed. You did it! Atta girl. I do like how with every single gunpowder shot you're doing, though, it kind of feels like you're blowing their head up. I like that. That's fun. Because I'm terrible. Really. You know, I'm not really sure what made him explode. But I'm not really sure I care either. I mean, the gunpowder arrow is a good first guess. Nothing. I don't know if dude on the floor is dead or not. Apparently he's not. I have to defeat the monster. The Montma. No, Claire, you gotta get your ass in gear. He's laying on the job. He doesn't care about you. He's not after you. Why are we doing a mass genocide anyway? They have feelings too, I think. I mean, that part of their brain might have been decomposed, but who are we to say? Do you know what's a fun thing about that joke right there? The idea that in the future there will probably be people like that will sympathize. You know? Like, some people would try and start some sort of protest. Zombies have feelings too. Did I ever, mention how much I hate when people are like, oh, I'm such a bro, I can't wait till the zombie apocalypse, harga. Because I don't like it when people do that. Mostly because it's like, firstly, it's an apocalypse. So if you're living, it's not an apocalypse. Like, the key word here is apocalypse. Everybody's dead. Okay? You're not gonna be special. You're going to die too. And on top of that, it's going to constantly smell of decomposing bodies. You're not going to bathe. You're not going to eat. You're essentially going to be suffering. I don't know why you think that's exciting. Do you know what I would do in the zombie apocalypse? I would kill myself. I've said this before. It was in Walking Dead game where you see the couple shot himself together. I could do that. You know a thing that trips... Oh, there's another herb right there that I just completely never saw because I'm a moron. Here, what we'll do is we'll heal, because even if it still says we're on fine, that doesn't mean we're at 100% health. That's a blue herb! Bollocks. Oh, there's a green one there too. Well, here. Because I don't really care. Grab the green one. The green one's the one I care about. Okay, now before Can we mix them together so we don't have any sort of issues and we can grab more, I guess, because we did kind of waste 2 herbs. Don't really care about blue because I've got like 4. Ow. You don't want to maybe kill the guy? I got him now. Hi. What was I? Wow, that was a lucky shot. You're still alive. Thank you. Thank you. I was talking about apocalypse and zombies and... Oh yeah, here's the thing that really trips me out. A lot of people are like, oh, I'm afraid to die, I don't like the idea of not existing. Do you know what freaks me out more than the idea of dying? Ouch. The idea that I never existed at all. Think about the idea that there was life before you. That's what freaks me out. Like, you're so used to living in all that shit now that it you know, you're normal, it's whatever, you go about your everyday life. But think about the idea of, like, there was a point where you didn't exist. Everything you knew is black and non-existent. I can live comfortably with the idea of dying because ghosts are all real and shit, so I don't... when I die, I'm like, cool, I'm a ghost. I can spirit about, time keeps on going. I go at the speed of time. That is what gives me comfort. The idea that I at one point never existed blows my fucking mind. I hope that at least makes sense now. Because that's how I feel. I don't remember being in this room. But yeah, that's really what trips me out. I'm like, consider that fact. It's more the idea of your conscious not existing that blows my mind, I guess. Because obviously life happened before me, no shit. We've had the American Revolution, the Civil War, etc. But it's... when you're thinking about everything you know, it's hard to imagine it going prior to your own existence. That's what I thought. No. What? Oh, it just picks a random boss? Or maybe it's character specific. I don't know, I haven't gotten to the boss as Claire. Well, that's interesting. I could believe it's character specific. I could totally believe that. Because why the hell would Claire fight the queen with... I won! Yo, look at me. Red and a pink helmet. I've never matched all in my life. Because I certainly didn't start now. Your result, best result. I couldn't agree more, except for the fact that obviously it wasn't the best result, since I got a fucking E ranking. Are you kidding me? If that was the best result, it would say the best result under ranking. But obviously I didn't do that great. And common sense dictates that the ranking is more than likely based on time plus damage. If I were to take a... well, no, yeah, I would say it's between those two. More time than anything, just because I want to say that was the way the ranking worked in Resident Evil 2, and then that's the way the score system works in Mercenaries, so that's my assumption. New Claire costume? Shit. How do I get it? Where do I look? Is it here? What? Oh, that's cool. Okay, so now we learned. You play as them, you unlock their thing. I want to at least take a small look at this, and then you get a new arsenal with them too. That's awesome. Alright, so this is only going to take like 4 seconds. Because I'm just trying to take I just want to ogle Claire, and still got all this infinite ammo. You gotta load it up first. What the fuck, am I a Street Fighter character? I thought I was going to be in my biker gear, if you want me to be honest. Alright, well there you go. We've played Dress Up with Claire like we did before. Yeah. 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 Alright, well I'll see you guys later. That's been it as far as Resident Evil Code Veronica. There's nothing more I'd like to show. I'm not going to sit here and play enough to get all the costumes. It's not really important to me. So, yeah. Bye-bye, JC4R.